right, good morning. My name is Chase Nishi, Chairperson of the Authority. I'd like to call to order the September 7th, 2023 public hearing of the Hawaii Community Development Authority, and the time is now 9:01.
Thank you, Chair. In accordance with section 92-3.7 Hawaii Revised Statutes, the Hawaii Community Development Authority is holding today's public hearing both virtually on Zoom and in person. The Zoom link details were included in the public hearing notice. Therefore, members of the public are welcome to join us on Zoom or at the physical meeting site at the American Brewery Building, 547 Queen Street, second floor boardroom, Honolulu, Hawaii 96813. The HCDA communications staff is hosting the Zoom portion of this hearing. Once this public hearing begins, everyone will be muted for clear audio. Board members, if you have any comments or questions, please unmute yourselves to speak. It is important that all individuals clearly state their name each time prior to speaking. This is a public, in-person, and virtual public hearing, so to prevent any distractions, if you are attending virtually and you are not a board member, staff member, or HCDA's Attorney General, please turn off your video during the meeting. If you are providing verbal public testimony, your name will be called accordingly. If you're attending in person, when your name is called, please come to the front of the room. If you're attending virtually, please turn your video on only while providing your testimony. In either case, please clearly state your name and affiliation and proceed with your testimony. In accordance with section 92-3.7C, Hawaii Revised Statutes, if the authority's connection for the remote meeting is lost, the hearing will be recessed until the connection is restored. If the connection cannot be restored within 30 minutes, the hearing will be reconvened tomorrow at 9 a.m. at the same physical location and virtual Zoom link as today's hearing. Thank you, Chair.
Let the record reflect the following Kaka'ako members are present. Vice Chair Higa,
Present.
Member Apo,
Present.
Member Miranda Johnson,
Present.
Member Anderson,
Present.
Member Hirai, Member Wicker. Look at this channel connect. Member Sakura.
Present.
We have four, and then we put member Wicker.
Okay. Individuals from the public who have requested to provide verbal public testimony on a specific agenda item are on standby and will be permitted to provide testimony respectively. At this time, would the counsel for the applicant please make your appearance?
Thank you. Good morning, Chair, Vice Chair, members of the authority, Executive Director and staff, Curtis Tabata and Benjamin Matsubara for the applicant, Carl Acquisitions LLC. Also present from the applicant is Rick Stack, William Chen, and Daniel Simonich. Good morning.
Good morning, counsel.
Legal basis and purpose. Today's hearing on development permit number KK 22-055 is being held in accordance with Hawaii Revised Statute section 206E 5.6 subchapter 3 of the Hawaii Administrative Rules, chapter 219 of title 15, and the vested Kaka'ako Mauka area rules, HR chapter 15-22. The nature of today's public hearing is to allow the applicant to present the proposed modification request as provided in section 15-22-120 of the vested rules regarding the podium height, and to provide the general public with the opportunity to present oral and or written testimony. Coral Acquisition LLC is the applicant for the proposed project. Development permit number is KK 22-055. The application is block G, Kaliu project, tax map key 1-2-1-055, parcel 001, parcels 002, 018, 032, 033, 034, and 035. The project location is 728 Ala Boulevard, Honolulu, Hawaii 96813. The applicant is requesting the following modification from the vested Mauka area rules. Modification of the height, the parking and mixed-use podium from 45 feet to 65 feet, and an additional 12 feet for accessory use structures, having a total area less than 15% of the parking and mixed-use podium roof area, and an additional 18-foot structure that will house elevators, machinery on the parking and mixed-use podium roof. The application date is July 25th, 2023. Legal notice of public hearing notice was published in the Honolulu Star Advertiser, Maui News, the Garden Isle Hawaii Tribune Herald, and the West Hawaii Today on Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023. Chair.
For record, Member Wicker has joined us at 9:05. Procedures for this hearing. This hearing is to consider the modification request by the applicant. Let me briefly explain our procedures for today's public hearing. The HCDA staff will first present his report summarizing the amendments requested in the development permit application. Following that presentation, we will receive the presentation of the applicant and then testimony from the public. Only members of the authority and the executive director will be permitted to ask questions of the staff, applicant, or individuals providing testimony. Are there any questions to these procedures? We will now begin the proceedings. At this time, HCDA Kaka'ako Planning and Development Director Ryan Tam will now present the staff's report. Ryan?
Good morning, Chair Ishii and board members. Again, you have a copy of the staff report in your packets and also uploaded for public review. Again, the images 1 and 2 in the packet do show that the height is requested height is approximately 65 feet at the podium at the raised pool deck and 62 feet at the podium deck. Again, the applicant did state that the modification is being requested due to wrapping the garage with commercial uses at the ground level, activating the street level, thus requiring additional parking in a smaller garage footprint. Subject to your questions, that concludes my report.
Members, do you have any questions on the staff report? Will the counsel for the applicant please make your appearance and introduce your party?
Good morning, Chair, Vice Chair, members of the authority, Curtis Tapata and Ben Matsubara for the applicant.
Thank you. Good morning. Do you have any additional exhibits to admit?
No, applicant has no additional exhibits.
If there's no additional exhibits to admit, the authority acknowledges there are no additional exhibits offered by the applicant, and we will now proceed with the hearing.
Our first witness,
Yes, please call your first witness.
our first witness is William Chen.
Hi. William, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you will provide is the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Aloha Chair Ishii and HCDA board members. My name is William Chen and I am the Vice President at Prospect Holdings Group. Following yesterday's presentation of the proposed project, as a quick summary, the Kaliu development proposed approximately 294 residential units, which includes a mix of 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. 42,000 square feet of commercial space, 687 parking stalls, 12,000 square feet of open space at the ground level, and 40,000 square feet of recreation space. The Kaliu project is planned to be consistent with the vision that the master plan describes for a progressive urban island village with a vibrant, healthy, and sustainable neighborhood for the 29 acres of Kaka'ako Melka land under Kamehameha School's stewardship. The master plan envisions a mixed use of neighborhood with a diversity of housing for local residents, a community of small business, and active gathering space and pedestrian walkways throughout. To briefly summarize the modification request for Kaliu, modification for of the height of the parking and mixed-use podium from 45 feet to 65 feet. There are no modification requests to other requirements, including, for example, front yard setbacks, view corridor setbacks, or tower height. The design modification provides significant community and public benefits, including an active ground floor with a mix of commercial and residential uses surrounding the podium. Convenient and accessible pedestrian circulation in and around the development, and enhanced and landscape streetscape, and preservation of important view planes. Mahalo again for your time and consideration. And I would like to invite my colleague Daniel Simonich to share with you more information about the modification request.
Thank you. Members or Executive Director, do you have any questions for this witness?
No.
If not, please raise your right hand. Oh, okay. All right, 40. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're providing is the truth? I do. Thank you. Proceed.
Good morning, Chair, board members, and HCDA staff. My name is Daniel Simonich, and I am Director of Development at the Prospect Holdings Group. Consistent with the Malka Area Plan and the Kaliu o Kaka'ako Master Plan, and previously approved developments in the Kaka'ako Malka area, the Kaliu project is requesting a modification to the vested rules for the podium height. A maximum parking podium height of not more than 65 feet to the top of slab on the 6th floor podium deck. In recognizing the need to maintain flexibility under a master plan, the vested rules provides for greater flexibility in the development of lots within a master plan, and that would otherwise be possible through normal lot by lot development approach. The master plan considered that future plan developments, like the proposed Kaliu project, may request to increase podium heights from a maximum of 45 feet up to 65 feet. The master plan provided that increased maximum podium heights could enhance the design and quality of the development, while not adversely affecting the overall intent of the rules and the Malka Area Plan. The requested modification, consistent with the Malka Area Plan, as well as the conditions set by the vested rules, enables a better design of a mixed-use community with activated street levels and a vibrant and safe neighborhood. The proposed podium design, including building setbacks and active frontages, incorporates commercial, residential, and community uses along the surrounding sidewalk. The proposed parking serving mixed uses is efficiently organized and screened from view in a compact parking structure. HCDA has already determined with approval of the KKMP that an increase in the platform height for developments within the master plan would be consistent with the criteria set in the vested rules. The requested modification for the Kaliu project to increase the podium height meets the criteria set by the vested rules, where subsurface construction is infeasible, design requirements for ceiling height clearances require height adjustment. Industrial, commercial, residential, or community service uses are substantially located within the platform, especially along streets or public spaces. And significant public facilities or pedestrian features are provided at the street level, especially publicly accessible open space in excess of the minimum grade level open space. That concludes my presentation, and I'm available for questions before the next witness continues presentation.
Thank you. Members or Executive Director, are there any questions for this witness? No? You may call your next witness.
Our last witness is Terry Clifford.
Morning. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear and affirm that the testimony that you'll be providing is the truth? Proceed.
Good morning, Chair, board members, and HCDA staff. My name is Terry Clifford. I am a senior associate and architect with Design Partners Incorporated. The proposed modification for the Kaliu project is to increase the podium height from 45 feet to 65 feet in order to locate the proposed parking up and away from the street frontage to increase pedestrian access along the streetscape and to provide ample at grade level mixed-use commercial space. The increase to the podium height of 65 feet provides much more flexibility to the Kaliu design. This modification allows us to meet the required ceiling height clearances at the parking to be able to locate all parking above grade, enabling more public facilities, pedestrian features, and commercial spaces at the street level. It also allows larger commercial tenant spaces, such as the proposed grocery store, to be located at the street level for ease of pedestrian access, and activates the ground level around the podium, and as a result, creates a building form that is more aesthetically pleasing than a structure without this modification. With the retail along Cook Street, we are able to extend and raise the deck from the commercial area towards the street and provide additional seating and additional landscaping to enhance this park-to-park connection between the Mother Waldron Park and the Mackay Gateway Park. The proposed podium height modification will not adversely affect the adjacent future developments or uses, but will in fact be compatible and complementary of the design of the neighboring sites. This allows for a better and direct connectivity between our site and the adjacent sites, continuing the retail features along Oahe Street and Cook Street. It also supports a stronger park-to-park connection along Cook Street. The Mackay plan promotes the activation of the pedestrian streetscapes, the importance of open space, the development of mixed uses, and the preservation of the major view corridors. This modification helps to achieve these planning objectives by expanding the continuous residential retail experience along Oahe and Cook Street that enables pedestrians to easily flow from site to site while preserving the view corridors. This modification also successfully supports the implementation of the live, work, play goals outlined in the Mauka area rules for Kaka'ako. Thank you for your time and your consideration for this proposed modification.
Thank you. Members or Executive Director, do you have any questions for this witness?
No, Chair.
Do you have any further witnesses to call?
No, Chair, no more witnesses.
Okay, thank you. We will now take verbal public testimony. We will now hear testimony from the public. Speakers will be called upon to testify in the order in which they have signed up. Public testimony will be limited to 3 minutes each. Since each authority member has or will be given a copy of any written testimony that you might have provided, please refrain from reading your written testimony and instead summarize your comments in the time that you have available. When you are called, please clearly state your name and any organization or affiliation and that you are representing. If you are attending virtually, please unmute your microphone and turn on your video at that time. The first person signed up is, do we have any? No one? Is there anyone that would like to give public testimony that's online?
No, that's like. And Chair, can I just add, for the record that, we've received a total of 17 written testimonies, 16 in favor and 1 opposed. And this number includes, 2 late testimonies that we received after yesterday's hearing. The 2 were 1 in favor and 1 opposed. Thank you, Chair.
And board members on this call will be receiving these
Yes,
testimonies.
Yes,
Yes.
the 2 late ones from yesterday.
Yeah, we just got those.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chair.
No public testimony at this point.
No.
If there's no further public testimony, I will proceed with closing today's proceedings. Council, do you have anything else to add?
No, Chair, nothing to add. Thank you.
Now the authority would like to close the record for the hearing unless the council for the applicant is requesting the record kept open. Council, would you like to keep the record open?
No, Chair, we were requesting that the record be closed.
Okay. The record for the public hearing is now closed. If there's no further comments or discussion, then on behalf of HCDA authority members and staff, I thank you for your attendance. Council, you will have to the end of the business day on Friday, September 22nd, 2023, to file the applicant's proposed findings of fact, conclusions of law, and decision in order with the authority. This public hearing on the applicant's requested modifications is now adjourned. The decision hearing for this project, Block G, Kaliu, will be held on Wednesday, November 1st, 2023 at 9:00 a.m. And the time is now 9:21. Thank you.
Thank you, board member. Thank you. Thank you.